Hello everyone, this is Shubham and welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's tutorial, we're going to talk about locators, right? So we have started our automation and we've been doing a lot of stuff. Like, so automation is what? If any tool you're taking it up, Selenium, Protractor, Puppeteer, WebDriver IO, mobile automation related stuff using APM or Cypress or even robotic process automation. When you're trying to deal with your web application, you are trying to find the object where you want to perform the operation or element where you want to perform the operation. Suppose this is text box. I need to perform the operation. I need to write some stuff over here. Then you're trying to find, then you have to find it, right? To allow your locator to locate it, allow your tool to locate it. Then only it can perform the operation, right? So this is why having the knowledge of locator and how many types of object locators or how many types are there, with them you can find the objects or inspect the element on the page. That's very important. So there are few, like if you must have heard it, if you're very new, I'll tell you that there are ID, CSS, XPath, class, tag name, and if you're from protractor, you can have ng binding. Even you can create your own type of locator as well. So today we're going to discuss about that only. So for that, if you have opened, like suppose you want to take, see, we have now a lot of plugins as well, like CrowPath and other stuff. Using this, we can easily identify our locators. But if you want to do it on your own, the best way, when you open any URL, any application, web application, just press Control Shift I or F12. It will open this kind of DOM. Okay. Now click on this arrow and locate on that any element which of which you want to take the property of which you want to inspect the element of. So suppose I want to inspect the element of this, right? It has been pointing on this. So we'll start with very first thing. What is ID? We're gonna write Control F. Hash ID always will be starting with hash. ID is what? Just copy this ID and paste it over here, right? One out of what it has been pointing that this has been ID of this. Now suppose there are search query top with this is not unique. There are multiple search query top in this whole page. Then what you will be trying to take is tag property and its value. Now what is tag property and value? This is the tag of this particular locator input. How it is a tag? So I'll tell you. See, tag is something which is trying to showcase you the characteristic of that locator. Okay, so this is why this is called tag, and tag is input. So it is taking any value, right? So that is why it's input. Now its property is an value. So what is tag's property? There are properties like type. So what is the type? You are entering any text, right? That is why type, and value is text. ID. What is kind of ID? It is something search query, right? So that is why ID has been given search query. Placeholder, that means something has been given over here and it is holding this particular place. So that is what the placeholder value would be search. And this is how you will identify it as its tag name, its property, and its value. Now, this is the first way to identify any locator. So suppose if you have ID of any locator, you just go ahead and try finding out with that. But if your ID is duplicated, what next you're gonna do? You'll try using tag name and its value. So suppose I wanna use tag name, which is input. So there are multiple input in the page. That is why it has lost the focus. Then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna take any property. So I'm gonna take property type and its value text. So it will say there are two. So in this page, there are two search box or two input box which is taking the text. This is what it is trying to explain you guys. Now if you wanna, this is how you take the CSS, right? Now if you wanna convert into XPath, how would you convert into XPath? I'll tell you. You just gonna do / input. You need to place @ type is equal to, and in either in single inverted comma or double inverted comma, you need to type text. See, now this is called XPath. Now you can take XPath in multiple ways. Suppose you have you are not finding some locator. So suppose you are not finding something, this search box, this form, you have not been able to find. There is no any unique object property or something of this, or there's something this input, right? You're not able to find this, or you're not able to find this. How you can do that? You can always use with XPath parent following sibling and preceding sibling. Now sibling means what? The very next to you, or your brother or sister, right? In this locator ways, it will be very next of your adjacent like tag name and its value, or preceding means you're the previous tag name and its value. How do you take that? Suppose Xpath has been written, just press one slash. Now write following. This is the syntax, hyphen, sibling, colon. Now, following sibling is what you're trying to take. It would be always button, right? Because after input there is button. So you'll write just button. Okay. Why is it not taking? I guess some mistake. Double colon. Okay. So it is saying this is I want to take the object property of this, but when suppose in see every application developer develops in different ways. Suppose it has not been provided with some unique XPath or CS, like any ID or any type of text or any class. What you can always do, you can take the XPath of this, and then you can point your XPath that if any button with search magnifier is presented next to a search text box, I want to take object property of that only. So simple. This is the text of this is the XPath of this. Now next following sibling is this button, and you have taken it out, right? And if you want to complete it, you can always complete it. You can write at button at the type and submit. See, it is trying to identify, it has identified that. So this is how you can do following sibling. And if you want to do preceding siblings, let's do that. Just instead of following, just write preceding sibling. And preceding sibling is what? Input. Just write input. Okay, something is wrong, I guess. Preceding. Okay, I guess the form has not been identifying that because it has not been unique. I'll check with wait. What can be its preceding sibling? Okay, so slash, and I'm gonna write preceding, then you have hyphen sibling, double colon, and it would be input only, or let's say it is form. No, so there's no preceding siblings to this particular locator, so you can avoid that. Now next thing, we'll talk about text. You can take any locator based on text as well. Let's see, we can find any locator on the page which is containing text. Okay, and its value. So this is again, you can have your, like, if you want to suppose this is a logo, right? You want to take the object property, you want to create an or identify this as well. Nothing, you can just go ahead and you can write image and class logo image responsive. That is it. Okay, let's see, anything is containing text. Okay, so this is what, so this is containing text. Now I want to take the object property of this. How would you take it? Right, copy this text. Okay, this is type of A, so tag type of A, double slash A. Now just write text without any at the rate, concatenate with this parenthesis, double inverted comma, equal to. Now in single inverted comma, you just paste the text. See, it has been identifying that in this whole page containing bestseller text has already been has only been defined by a tag, and its text value is bestseller. So it is identifying, right? 1 out of 1. Now suppose there are some text, let's suppose there is something appended to this, like bestsellers 1 2 3 4. Okay, what happened? Okay, sorry, it has gone down. Yeah, I'll just write it again. A text bestsellers, right? So yeah, so I was trying to tell you guys that if, okay, so bestsellers, suppose this text is already presented over there, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna now suppose something is appended already to this bestsellers, like suppose 1 2 3 4, and every time you're refreshing your page, this 1 2 3 4 has been changing to 5 6 7 8, or it has been changing to 2 3 4 5. So you don't know any different number it has been changing to. What are you gonna do for that? Or suppose best sellers, instead of bestseller, S is been changing always. Sometimes it's coming, sometimes it's not coming. What are you going to do about that? You will write that XPath which is containing at least this particular text so that it will identify that. How would you write that? You just write the syntax. I'll tell you the syntax. Similar tag name you have identified. It is a angular braces contains one parenthesis, write text over here containing text. Parenthesis has been covered, one comma, and over here you can write bestsellers and just close this parenthesis. I guess this is the syntax. Open, open, close. Okay, let me write whole. Contains text. Suppose I'm gonna write best. Okay, wait. See, best has been contained by this tag only in this page. It's saying there are two which has been containing best. Let's see. One is this bestseller, one is this bestseller. Okay, so you can write bestseller. Now this is saying only one is there. So because first one is only been saying this is bestseller only. Okay, so this is how you can do contains text, then contains text, then text we have discussed, then we have discussed tag name, input, property value, then we have discussed following sibling, preceding sibling. What we have discussed CSS, we have discussed XPath. So this is how you can take your XPath or CSS, or if trying to, or you wanna if you wanna find your object or inspect your object on a web application, you can do that. Now another thing, what you can do, suppose if you're trying hard and you don't have any plugins as well, you can take your XPath or locators or CSS locator from there here as well. Suppose I wanna try to find this particular like objects CSS or XPath. What are you gonna do? Just gonna right click on this, go to what? Copy XPath or copy styles. Copy XPath, suppose I've done. I have just pasted it over here. See, it is still trying to identify that. Now this is what a star means. A star means anywhere in the page. Okay, and it is trying to, and this is doing XPath chaining. So how it XPath chaining I have not explained to you. So it is coming from here. No, it is coming from homepage tabs. Okay, so homepage tabs. It has taken anywhere in the page. If you have found the IDS homepage tabs, go to its immediate child, which is li. By single slash you can reach to child. Then see, there are multiple li's, right? So it is doing li1, li2. Okay, so there are two li's. So it's saying go to its immediate child, which is having li1, then a tag, trying to find a tag. So it has found that, it has found one by one. So I'll show you how to do XPath chaining as well. Suppose now I want to find blog best sellers. Okay, how are you gonna do that using XPath chaining? Suppose I am gonna take it from here. Okay, so I'll write, instead of instead of a star, I'm gonna say no, I don't want to find anywhere in the page, I want to find under div tag only. So I'll write / div. Okay, id is equal to center column, so you need to just write @id center column double comma. Okay, there's only single. It has found that. Now I am trying to say under this div you will find a UL. Okay, just one. It has found that. Now it is, I'm trying to say you will find one li as well, just one / li. Now I'm trying to say, okay, it has, see, it has reached over there, has reached, it is, but there are two. Okay, so I'm trying to say no, I don't want to get confused between popular and bestseller, I just want popular only. Now I'll go one more /a. See, it has just identified popular. Now one of two, it is still saying one of two. Now what I'm gonna give a its properties, I'll write class home feature. Rather, you can do this. Another thing you can do, li1. Now it is 1 out of 1. It won't, I'm pressing enter, but it is not switching between li and bestseller. Okay. So this is how you can, there are multiple ways. Okay. I have not discussed all of the ways, but there are few ways I might have left. Like suppose if you want to try to handle dynamic web table or a table. So how you can do it? You can use a table, then t bodies, tr, td. This is the way you can traverse using Xpath chaining for your dynamic table. So there are multiple ways. So I have written few ways, like what in ways I have discussed. So ID I've discussed. If you guys remember, I'm gonna recap, like using hash and just ID, paste it over there. Xpath is tag name followed by double slash is any sample tag name. Now at the rate is property and is equal to in double comma or single comma value. CSS simply the same as Xpath, just you don't need extra special characters, prop and value. Then Xpath, there are multiple ways. I've shown you using text, right? I've shown you using contains text. I've shown you using text contains text. Then I've shown you using parent sibling. I've shown you using following sibling. Sorry, I have not shown you parent sibling, but it's again same following sibling and preceding sibling. Okay, so following sibling, then suppose I have shown you preceding sibling, then I have shown you Xpath chaining, right? And yeah, so this is how there are multiple ways. There are a few more ways, like you can use AND operator, and then you can use two properties and values to identify that locator. Then Xpath chaining, again I've covered over here. Following sibling, preceding sibling I've covered. And there are multiple ways. So yeah, again I've shown you like how just right click in DOM and do it. Another thing, and just copy and then copy Xpath or CSS, it would work for you. Then you can have one more way, like you can just go in Crowpath plugin, you can install that plugin to your Chrome, and it will identify the locators for you and it will validate as well. So these are few ways. Before starting your automation, this is also a very important chapter which you need to finish. So please go through with it, and if any suggestion, any feedback, please come back to me and I'll try to improve that. Till that time, thank you so much.